Hello, welcome to the channel. Hopefully, you're doing well. Today, I have a message, a tarot reading, a divine message, and an earth oracle. The divine message is at the end, so please make sure you're staying tuned for that. The message today, guys, is Spirit wants you to follow your path. Everyone has their own destiny, their own path that they have to walk. So Spirit is giving you the advice to have the courage to follow your path. You don't have to lean or get into someone else's lane. Spirit is saying tap into your own path and trust your path. So that is the message. Stay following your path. Let's get into the reading today. I'm gonna add this jazz with it, so excuse me if I find myself jamming a little bit. The card of the day, 7 of coins. All right, so we'll come back and look at that. Of course, we know 7 of coins. That's hard work, dedication. So Spirit is definitely giving you a shout out to your hard work in this day. We're looking at strength, weakness, and advice. So strength, we have 10 of wands. Yeah. Weakness, Queen of wands. Advice, 5 of wands. So let's look at this. So of course, 10 of wands, I just get Spirit is strictly saying you have the strength because you've been handling burdens. You've been overburdened. Somewhere in your life, you've dealt with conflict after conflict, testimony after testimony, struggle after struggle. Okay, you have been knocked down countless of times. The Spirit is saying that is your strength. The fact that you continue to get up, the fact that you continue to build and move forward despite being knocked down timeless times. All right, Spirit is definitely honoring your hard work, your effort, your willpower to continue to keep going no matter what. So that is clearly your strength. Now, Queen of Wands as weakness. This just tells me that maybe you struggle with identifying your passions. Maybe at this time you're just struggling to be an understanding person because of the things you've been through. Working on your friendliness. You could be in a space of not trusting people because of the things you've been through in your life. This is working on your sincerity with yourself and others. Being sincere in your life, your passion. Just being practical about decisions that you're making. Ability for meaningful expression and love. So maybe you're working on expressing your love authentically. So for that to be weakness, Spirit is saying you're working on being sympathetic and understanding. You're working on being friendlier. You're working on the love for yourself and others. You are working on identifying your passions, the things that sets your heart on fire. Has been weakness. So advice, they have 5 of wands. So they're advising you to stop the fighting. And I get a feeling this is fighting yourself. Stop struggling having an inner conflict is what I get more than with others. This could be conflict with others as well. Maybe you've just been a combative person. This could be competition. Always looking over your shoulder, feeling like you have to compete with others. So they're advising you to focus on this energy. These are just not being satisfied, unsatisfied desires. So they're advising you to focus on the things that's been a struggle in your labor. What are the things that are causing you to not be satisfied? What is causing conflict, competition, this violent sport? So they advise you to let that behavior go, let that mentality go. That labor, that hard labor, that competing with others, just being in strife with others is what I get from that. So card of the day, 7 of coins, based on the reading. So spirit is definitely honoring your hard work though. Okay, that's that 10 of wands. You have this strength to keep going. You have this strength to continue to build. So spirit is saying you on the way to seeing some success. Some financial blessings is coming in from your dedication. This is results of efforts nearly due. So this is just saying, spirit is saying you are long overdue for a payoff, receiving the benefits, reaping the rewards, and reaping the harvest that you set forward. Recap of your reading. Your strength is 10 of wands. Your ability to continue to handle these burdens in your life time after time after time again. A weakness has been just identifying your passions, sticking with your passions, having that love and understanding for yourself and others, working on your friendliness, expressing your true love within, being sincere has been a weakness in your life. Also, 5 of wands, this is struggling. So you are probably needing to just focus on the things that's called struggle. So anything that is bringing conflict, spirit wants you to focus on the aggression and the competitive nature. So hopefully that speaks. Our Earth Oracle reading, we have the bat. So pros is letting go of your fears. So that is something that's worked well in your life, being able to let go of your fears. So bats could be significant. Con, something that's not been so good, is reconnecting to your power, cinnamon. Or just saying something that you don't need to do. Right, con, or something that doesn't work well. But I'm getting from that, it could be something you either don't need to do or doesn't work well. So whichever way it resonates. Pros again, so this could be something that you have been doing good at, or it's saying it's something that you can start doing well, or something that will be good for you if you start doing it. And then advice, we have lemon balm. So seek emotional healing no matter what. So I'm just gonna go with for pros and cons. How I know, because pros is something that's good, right? So something that's good for you is letting go of your fears. 10 bad. Something that's not so good for you is reconnecting to your power. Okay, because again, I get because you already connected. So they're just saying that's something you can do without because you connected. But advice is always seek emotional healing. Let's look at the book on these. So you got a bat, cinnamon, and lemon balm. Letting go of your fears. When this card appears, it can mean that you are letting your fears overwhelm you and hold you back from achieving your goals. This card urges you to confront these fears and learn how to manage them rather than allowing them to control you. From the moment you acknowledge your fears, their hold over you decreases. So what fears are overwhelming you? How do they affect your life? Remember, you have nothing to fear but fear itself. So it is good for you to let go of the fears, reconnecting to spirit, something you don't have to do. So it's just saying you are already tapped into your inner power, particularly, right? This is if you've lost your connection to it recently. Your inner power stems from your authentic self, and you have the ability to harness this power and raise your own energy by making sure that your words and actions align with your truth. How can you think, talk, and act differently to ensure that all you do is align with your highest self? Burn cinnamon as incense to help with this reflection process. So, again, something you don't really need to do, but in case someone did need it to connect to spirit, hopefully that spoke. Lemon balm. So, they're advising you to seek emotional healing. This is processing trauma, self compassion, empathy, self acceptance. It's easy to know when you need physical healing, but knowing when you need emotional healing can be more difficult to detect. Lemon Balm is encouraging you to seek this kind of healing. We all experience emotional distress in different ways, but emotional healing happens when you can accept and process difficult emotions and trauma. Practicing mindfulness, looking after your physical health, having self compassion and empathy, and accepting yourself for who you are can be good places to begin. So, hopefully, that spoke again. Something good for you is letting go of your fears. Something not so good that you don't have to worry about is reconnected to your spirit. And advice, seek emotional healing. That was the divine oracle, and hopefully that spoke to you. Divine messages, miracles. Aizen. She's number 42. Let's see what Aizen number 42 represents. So somebody's getting ready for some miracles. She represents Haiti. All right, 1414. She's the high priestess, and her element is bush. She is the wise Haitian Iwa, queen of the market, riches, and sacred initiations. You are a magnet for miracles. You are a miracle. What if you truly allowed yourself to believe all things are possible? Dare to dream bigger. She says, you claim you want miracles, but you taking I'll believe it when I see it approach. What if you will see it after you believe it? Believe that you deserve to be, do, have the world you want for yourself. You can be your true self. Do what awakens your soul and have your desires. This is life's miracles. If you haven't witnessed your miracle yet today, ask for it and allow it in. Declare, my life is full of miracles. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Claim those miracles. We got now or never, so you better claim them now or never, the Spirit is saying. We got wisdom. So whoever you are, you're very wise. You are called to serve as a mentor for someone or as a role model and God who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. So Spirit is acknowledging your wisdom. Use that wisdom to create those miracles. And end with our quote, we can do anything we want to if we stick to it long enough. That's Helen Keller. So hang on in there. Recap of the divine messages. Get ready for miracles. A Yizan, number 42. That was 1616. Do it now or never. Believe in it now or never. Use your wisdom now or never. All right? Because they saying you have it. And again, if it's been a while, guess what? You can do anything. Just keep sticking to it. It's going to come. Something got to come out of it. All right. So that is our reading. Thank you for staying tuned. Hope you like, comment, and subscribe. All right. Join the Divine Soul family. Would love to have you. All right, guys. Be blessed in your space.